Stop, freeze where you are. Remove your finger from the switch. If you leave now, if you skip this video and think it's just another fairy tale, you'll be making a mistake that can't be corrected. Look at the calendar. April 2026. Can you feel it? Can you feel the air getting heavy, like a lead blanket? You feel like time has sped up and the days are flying by, like seconds, leaving behind only fatigue and clinging anxiety. This isn't paranoia, it's a premonition. Your soul, unlike your mind, knows the truth. She knows we've reached the edge. We're standing on the edge of a cliff, and the cold is already blowing in from below. Vanga, the great blind woman, who saw through time better than we see through glass, called this period the days of glass dust. She said, in the year 26, people will breathe, but there will be no air. People will look, but there will be no light. People will wait for salvation, but the doors will close in front of them, right under their noses. Listen to me carefully now. The information we will be sharing in this special broadcast on the Cat of the Point Taken channel was seized from the secret archives of the Bulgarian Secret Services just 3 days ago. These are not the one's predictions that are printed in the tabloids. This is a black protocol. A folder with a stamp. Open only when it arrives. Fiery horse. And this horse is already here. It's pawing at your doorstep. There are no random words in this video. Every phrase is "this is the key to your survival." But there is one strict condition. Vanga said, only those who stick together will be saved. A lone branch breaks in the wind. A broom cannot be broken. Our Point Taken channel, this is that very broom. This is the Ark. This is the brotherhood of the awakened right now. Don't delay for a second. Look below the video. See the subscribe button? If it's red, it's the color of danger. It's the color of your vulnerability. Click it, make it gray. The colors of steel and tranquility. Vanga warned. Anyone who doesn't hear the second signal will go deaf forever. Our video is the first signal. Subscribing to the Point Taken channel and turning on the bell will guarantee you'll hear the second signal when the real chaos begins. When the algorithms go crazy, when lies flood the screens, only we will remain connected. Only subscribers will receive the truth, when the rest of us are getting digital poison. Do it, press the button, become part of the circle. And now that we're together, now that the chain is complete, let's open the Black Protocol. Chapter 1. A golden plaque and a bed. We're used to thinking we know everything about Vanga. Grandma, sugar, visitors, the Soviets. But that's just a facade. This is a screen for simpletons. The real Vanga was not just a fortune teller, she was a repeater, she was a living antenna, tuned to the purity of the universe. And the secret services knew it. Todor Zhivkov, Leonid Brezhnev, they didn't go to her for dental treatment. They went to learn the fate of their empires. There's a legend about Gold Tablet. They say that a year before her death, Vanga asked for a sheet of pure gold. She, blind, ran a needle over it for several hours, whispering strange, frightening words in a dialect that no one could make it out. The sign was taken by men in gray suits. They hid it in a lead tube and took it away. Moscow. For 30 years, it lay in storage, classified as top secret. Why was it opened now? Because on tubus the date was engraved, April 2026. And when our sources got access to the transcript of this, their hands shook as they looked at the signs. There were no general phrases about world peace. There was a map of the minefields we would have to walk through in the coming months. Vanga said, in the year of fire the elite horses will take off their masks. You will see not the faces of rulers, but the faces of animals. They will smile at you from the screens, promising stability. But under the table they will sharpen knives. Watch the news. Don't you see it? Don't you see it, how feverishly laws change, how money disappears, how history is rewritten? This is the death throes of the old world. They know their time is up. They know about Vanga's prophecy, and they're building bunkers for themselves. But Vanga said, concrete will not save you from the wrath of the earth, gold will not save you from thirst, only he will be saved, who is pure in soul and who has been warned. You have been warned. You are on the Point Taken channel, but to get the full protection, you must be logged in, you must be subscribed. YouTube algorithms are trying to hide this video. They are downgrading reach. They don't want you to know the truth. Every like, every comment is a blow to the system. Censorship. Write the word writer in the comments now. Let the system see that there are many of us. Let it choke on it. Our activity. Write horseman. And we continue. Chapter 2. 3 signs April. The core has already converged. Why are we so sure that the Black Protocol speaks specifically about our time, about April 26th year? Because Vanga gave 3 test signs, 3 events that must happen before the main nightmare begins. And they have already happened. Look around. The first sign. Winter thunder. Vanga said, when in the middle of winter you hear thunder, and instead of snow, ash falls from the sky, know the gates are open. Remember the weather reports for the last few weeks. Abnormal thunderstorms in the northern latitudes. Volcanic activity that buries cities in ash. It's not a climate breakdown, this earth is groaning. It's tossing and turning, trying to throw off the parasites. The second sign. The fall of the iron birds. The protocol contains a creepy phrase, iron birds will start falling not from gunshots, but from the void. Navigators will go crazy and north will become south. Have you seen the news about airplane crashes, strange glitches in GPS systems? Pilots report that their instruments are showing incorrect data. The Earth's magnetic field is shifting, the pole is moving. Vanga saw this. She called it, this is the dance of the arrow. And this dance leads to chaos. A sign. Third. Memory loss is the most terrible thing, Vanga predicted. People will begin to forget their children's names. The young will have the memories of the elderly. Their heads will become empty, like broken pots. Look at your loved ones, look at yourself. Have you noticed how difficult it has become to concentrate? How do you forget words? How can you not remember what you did yesterday? It's not fatigue, and it's not the effects of a virus. Of past years. This is the impact of new frequencies. The Earth is changing vibrations, and our brains can't handle it. We are entering a zone mental fog. All 3 signs came true. We entered a zone of turbulence. And now I will tell you what Vanga told me to pass on only to my own people. Attention! If you haven't yet clicked the subscribe button, you have one last chance to do so before we announce the main ban of spring. We are forming a closed circle. Subscription is your ticket to this circle. Vanga said, hold the leader's hand and you will pass through the swamp. I offer you my hand. Grab it, subscribe, and stay connected. Chapter 3. Red Easter and the Water Ban. The scariest thing in Black the Protocol is a description of the spring of 1926. We are used to waiting for spring as salvation, as a time of hope. But in this year spring will not bring flowers, it will bring fire and poison. Vanga said, fear May, the 5th month, the 5th day, the 5th sign. Numerology plays a fatal role here. May is 20 on the 6th day, the planets will converge, forming the cross of fate. Vanga described it this way, the sun will become angry. It will spit fire onto the earth. Scientists call this a superflare. Class X. But Vanga didn't see physics, she saw metaphysics. Invisible fire, she said. He will pass through walls. It won't burn the body, it will burn the mind. In May of 1926, the world may be engulfed by an epidemic of madness, sudden outbursts of unmotivated aggression. People will forget who they are. People will jump out of windows, thinking they can fly. Their heads will become hot, but their hearts cold, the vision predicted. This is the influence of the fiery horse. Its energy is too powerful for weak souls. The weak will burn out like cheap light bulbs during a power surge. But there is another danger. All the media are silent about it. Environmentalists are afraid to talk about it. Vanga called it a water revolt. The water will go away, she said. Prophecy, and what remains will become bitter as wormwood. Do not drink, he said, do not drink from the tap. Water will become the bearer of death. What does this mean? Bacteriological sabotage or a change in the very structure of water under the influence of radiation. We don't know the cause, but we know the effect. Vanga saw people who drink but can't get drunk. Their thirst becomes eternal. On Point Taken channel, we are preparing special instructions for water purification. This is an ancient method, transmitted by Vanga. It requires simple components that everyone has, but they must be activated in the correct sequence. We'll release this video in a week, but only subscribers will see it. Only those with the notification bell turned on. This isn't blackmail, it's a filter. Knowledge should be given to those who are willing to accept it. Check the bell. Is it checked? All notifications? If not, you risk drinking poison. Chapter 4. Digital Poison and the Collapse of the Glass Tower. Vanga always spoke of geopolitics in images. In her prophecy for the 26th year, she was merciless to the West. She called it a glass tower. The tower is high, she spoke in oblivion. She sparkles in the sun, blinding the eyes, but inside her there is rot and her foundation is undermined. It will come, the fiery horse will strike with its hoof, and a crack will appear. In the 26th year, we will see the fall of the idols. The golden calf will wheeze and die, Vanga prophesied. The papers you pray to will become cold as autumn leaves. The wind will blow and carry them away. The rich will cry louder than the poor, because the poor will be left with nothing but hands, while the rich will be left with only fear. You keep your savings in dollars, in euros, in stocks. Vanga laughed at this. In 26, conscience and clean water will become the currency. The financial system, built on lies, it will collapse. It won't be a crisis, it will be a reset. But there is a third idol that will fall. The idol of lies. In the year of the horse, poison will pour from every window, Vanga warned. The poison will be sweet. People will eat it with spoons and ask for more. We're talking about information, neural networks, and deepfakes. In 2026, the line between truth and fiction will disappear. Finally, you'll see videos of presidents declaring wars that don't exist. You'll see news about disasters, which didn't exist. This is snake hypnosis. Vanga saw people wandering like zombies, burying their faces in glowing palms, smartphones. They will forget the names of their mothers, but they will remember the names of fictional characters. Their souls will become digital, and the devil will take them through the wires. Do you feel it now? How hard it is to tear yourself away from the screen, how hard it is to understand where the truth lies. In 26, this hypnosis will become total. Your only defense is. This is information hygiene. Listen to those who whisper the truth, not to those who shout through a megaphone. Our Point Taken channel is that very whisper of truth. We don't depend on corporations. We don't depend on a glass tower. We depend only on you, on your support, on your subscription. Share this video with those you care about. Send the link to a friend, brother, to your husband. Tell them, look before they delete it. It's your duty. Vanga said, save yourself. Save your neighbor, otherwise his house will catch fire and set yours on fire. The distribution of this video is also an act of magic, an act of resistance to lies. Repost right now. Chapter 5. The Fate of Russia. The horseman without a horseman fear. And what about the northern land? What about Russia? Vanga's expression changed when she spoke of Russia in the year of the fire horse. Her face brightened, the wrinkles smoothed out. Russia is a horseman, she spoke in a firm voice that rattled the glass. Only Ivan will not be afraid to approach the wild horse. Everyone will run away, hide in their holes, and Russia will extend her hand and give the horse some bread. But it won't be an easy ride. Vanga didn't promise us rivers of milk. The rider will be hot. Fire will lick his cheeks. Heels. Many will get scared and fall out of the saddle. The weak of spirit will run to seek another homeland, but they will not find it. For it will be worse everywhere. In 1926, in Russia, the Great Purge will begin. The fire horse will not tolerate traitors, will not tolerate thieves, will not tolerate hypocrites. Everything rotten will burn, Vanga said. Officials, those who stole will flee like rats, but they will have nowhere to run. The ground beneath them will burn. Russia will pass through the fire and become steel. It will become a fortress. The whole world will be drowning in madness. But Russia will stand like a rock, and everyone will reach out to her, asking for protection. But the entrance, it will be narrow. What does this mean? The entrance will be narrow. Vanga meant that not everyone will be saved. Only those who are faithful will be saved. Those who haven't betrayed their roots, those who remember their ancestors. You, who are watching this video, you live on this land. Yours. The task now is not to betray yourself, not to give in to panic, not to listen to the whispers of enemies. Vanga said, "Hold on, roots. The tree without roots is the first to fall in a hurricane. Your roots are your memory, your faith, your family. And ours, the Point Taken channel, is your guide. We'll tell you how to strengthen these roots. We'll tell you what your family should prepare for. Every month of the year 26. Don't lose us. Subscribe. This is your line of defense. This is your trench." Chapter 6. Children of Fire, Mutants, or Saviors. There was a page in the archives that they tried to tear out. There were traces of tears on it. "It concerns our children." Vanga said, "Children born in the year of the fire horse and children living in this year will change." She called them children of fire or transparent ones. Their eyes will see what's hidden. They will read minds. They will not listen to the old teachers. They will look at you and see your whole lie through and through. In 26, there will be a leap in evolution. The atmosphere, saturated with new vibrations, will change the DNA. Vanga warned parents, don't break them, don't force them to live the old way. The old world is dead. They came to build a new one. If you lie to them, they will leave you or get sick. If you have children or grandchildren, you need to know how to protect them. You need to know how to talk to them this year because they will feel anxiety is more acute than ours. They may have headaches, strange dreams, visions. They may say things that will scare you. This is not an illness, it is the awakening of a gift. In the following videos, we will give special prayers and practices from Vanga to protect children in 2026. We will give the words that need to be whispering to a child before bed to calm their fiery blood. For subscribers only. You can't miss this if you care about them. The future. Click subscribe. Do it for them. The sound of a growing hum. The music becomes unsettling, intermittent. We've only told you half. The Black Protocol left the most terrifying part. Vanga called it the secret of X days. She said that at the end of spring there would come a moment when the rider would stop and the world would go blind. What will happen when the power goes out all over the planet? What will we do when cities are plunged into darkness and looters take to the streets? Vanga had a clear instructions on how to prepare the house, what ritual to perform on the threshold, and most importantly, the rider's code, a prayer that this information should be read aloud. This information shouldn't be given to everyone. It's too powerful. It could harm the unprepared. We will reveal it in the second part of this video, but we will only post it then, when we're sure the army of the code is assembled. If you want the second part, if you want to learn the protection ritual and the horseman's code, write in the comments, "Give me the key." The more comments, the faster we can unseal the second part of the protocol. Give it a like. This is your energy, which you contribute to the common cause. And check your subscription. Vanga said goodbye. Don't be afraid of fire. Be afraid. Fade away. We won't fade away. Wait for the signal.